Buddha often taught his students about the power of words. He said our tongue is like the sharpest knife in the world, and the most dangerous weapon we have is our words. While words don't cause physical harm, they can deeply hurt people emotionally. Words can be a source of strength or a weakness, depending on how we use them. Speaking kindly and wisely at the right moments can lead to success, while speaking harshly or at the wrong times can create difficulties. Today, I'll share a story about the importance of silence and its power to change your life. But before we begin, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Once upon a time in India, there was a famous Buddhist monk who lived deep in a quiet forest, far from the world's noise. He was very meditative and well known throughout India. One day, a king came to him and said, "Respected monk, I always feel tired, frustrated, and upset. My mind is restless, even though I have wealth, fame, and all the luxuries one could desire. There is no inner peace within me. O monk, please help me rid myself of this restless mind." The monk replied, "You already hold the answer within you but have never discovered it. I want to do an experiment. Would you like to participate? After this experiment, there will be no unrest and worry in your life." The king, though initially upset, agreed and asked what he needed to do. The monk said, "Your Majesty, the experiment is simple. For the next 7 days, refrain from speaking even a single word. Maintain absolute silence both outwardly and inwardly. Observe your thoughts, emotions, and reactions without expressing them through speech. At the end of the 7 days, we shall meet again and discuss your experiences." Intrigued yet apprehensive, the king agreed. He retreated to his palace and began his period of silence. Initially, it was difficult for him to quiet his mind, accustomed as he was to constant chatter and activity. However, as the days passed, he found himself becoming more attuned to his inner world. Without the distraction of speech, he began to notice the subtle nuances of his thoughts and feelings. He observed the patterns of his mind, the sources of his discontent, and the root causes of his restlessness. In the silence, he discovered a profound sense of clarity and peace that had eluded him for so long. On the 7th day, the king returned to the monk, his countenance transformed by the experience of silence. With a serene smile, he conveyed his gratitude for the monk's guidance. "Your Majesty," said the monk, "you have glimpsed the power of silence. By quieting the external noise and turning inward, you have found the answers you seek. Remember, true peace resides not in the external world, but within your own heart and mind." From that day forward, the king embraced the practice of regular silence, setting aside time each day for contemplation and reflection. In the stillness of his inner sanctuary, he discovered a treasure far greater than any wealth or fame: the enduring peace that comes from knowing oneself. "I am ready to do anything for my peace of mind," said the king earnestly. The monk replied, "For the next 15 days, you will stay in my monastery and live like a normal person. During these 15 days, you will sit alone in silence and speak as little as possible." The king agreed to the monk's plan. On the first day, he noticed that his mind was more restless than usual. Many questions and thoughts kept popping up, and he felt uneasy living a simple life like everyone else. He wanted to talk but resisted the urge and stayed completely silent. As the night went on, he began to feel an unexpected sense of calm and happiness. This puzzled him because he couldn't understand why his restlessness was fading away. The next day, the king continued to spend time in solitude, observing nature, flowers, plants, and birds in the sky. For the first time, he truly appreciated the beauty of nature around him. He could connect with the natural world. As 10 days went by, all the inner restlessness and chaos in his mind gradually vanished. On the 12th day, he entered into deep meditation, and his mind became free from worry. The king experienced profound inner peace. After spending the last 3 days in deep meditation, he approached the Buddhist monk and said, "Respected monk, I have discovered why my mind was so troubled." He explained, "I used to talk too much and spend a lot of energy on people, often thinking negatively about them. This excessive talking and negative thinking wasted my time and disturbed my mind. As a result, I couldn't perform my tasks effectively and started failing in almost everything. These continuous failures made me even more unhappy and easily annoyed. The king reflected, his gaze drifting into the distance as memories of past struggles flooded his mind. However, these 15 days were a transformative experience, akin to a journey of self-discovery. Each moment of solitude allowed me to peel back the layers of my existence, revealing truths about myself and the world around me that I had long overlooked. As I stand on the other side of this profound introspection, he continued, a sense of newfound clarity infusing his words, I find myself embracing life with a renewed sense of purpose and vitality. It's as if a veil has been lifted from my eyes, allowing me to see the beauty and wonder that surrounds me in every moment. I realize now that before this revelation, I was merely going through the motions, existing rather than truly living. In this process, I've come to understand that meditation isn't something to be forced or contrived. The king mused, his voice tinged with a hint of wonder. Rather, it's a natural state of being that arises when we allow ourselves to be fully present in the moment, free from the distractions of the outside world. The Buddhist monk wisely pointed out that the king's struggle with excessive speech isn't unique. The king remarked, indeed, many individuals across the globe grapple with the compulsion to fill the air with words, often unaware of the harm it can cause. Sadly, even in modern times, the misuse of language continues to sow seeds of discord and suffering. As the monk elucidated, the king recounted, drawing upon the wisdom imparted to him, silence isn't merely an absence of sound. It's a pathway to profound self-awareness. Buddha's commitment to silence was rooted in a deep desire to explore the depths of his own consciousness. True self-discovery begins with the stillness of silence, for it is only in quiet reflection that we can uncover the essence of our being. In light of this revelation, the king concluded, I recognize the imperative of embracing silence as a guiding principle in our lives. By exercising restraint in our speech and cultivating moments of quiet introspection, we can alleviate much of the unnecessary suffering that plagues humanity. Perhaps if more people embrace the power of silence, we could mitigate a significant portion of the conflicts and turmoil that beset our world. When people choose to embrace silence, remarkable transformations unfold. With fewer words spoken, conflicts diminish, restlessness subsides, and the clamor of arguments fades into the background. Imagine a world where individuals understand the power of restraint, where the gentle art of listening becomes as valued as the urge to speak. In such a world, many of the pressing issues that plague society could be circumvented simply by the quiet strength of thoughtful contemplation. Indeed, those who grasp the true value of silence find themselves in a state of serene tranquility, even amidst the bustling chaos of a crowded place. For them, solitude is not a state of loneliness, but rather a sanctuary where the soul finds solace and renewal. It's akin to stepping into a heavenly realm where the cacophony of external noise fades away, leaving behind a profound sense of peace. But embracing silence isn't merely about external stillness. It's a journey of inner exploration, a return to the core of one's being. It starts with finding peace within oneself, allowing the tumultuous waves of thought to settle into a tranquil pool of serenity. By closing one's eyes and turning inward, one discovers a wellspring of inner energy waiting to be tapped into. As thoughts begin to settle, the mind becomes a canvas upon which the essence of life is painted in vivid strokes of insight and understanding. Here, in the depths of one's inner world, lies the true source of happiness and fulfillment. It's a place where the complexities of existence unfold like the pages of a timeless story, revealing the profound interplay of light and shadow, joy and sorrow. In this inner journey, one traverses the landscape of the soul, navigating the peaks of elation and the valleys of despair with equanimity and grace. Each moment of introspection becomes a pilgrimage of self-discovery, a sacred communion with the essence of life itself. And with each return from this inner odyssey, one emerges refreshed and renewed, like a traveler who has found respite in the oasis of their own being. So let us heed the call to silence, to embrace its gentle embrace and find refuge in its quietude. For in the stillness of our own hearts, we discover the boundless depths of our humanity, and in the silence of our thoughts, we find the key to unlocking the door to true peace and happiness. When you really connect with your inner self, you'll find that talking doesn't make your mind feel upset. Instead, there's a constant feeling of calmness inside you. You can talk and still remain connected to your inner self, using words without breaking your inner peace. When you do this, your words will have a beautiful quality, like music, and everything will be in harmony. Speaking this way will touch others deeply. As you delve deeper into the realms of inner peace and self-awareness, you'll come to realize that true tranquility isn't disrupted by the act of speaking. Rather, it becomes a serene backdrop to your words, allowing them to flow effortlessly and harmoniously. This connection to your inner self ensures that your communication is not only calm but also profoundly impactful. Your words will resonate with a gentle yet powerful melody, creating a sense of harmony in every interaction. This transformation will enable you to touch the hearts and minds of others, fostering understanding and connection on a deeper level. And this, dear friends, is the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. A Buddha is someone who is always present in the moment, like a flowing river. Buddha lived in silence for 6 years, not because he didn't want to speak, but because he wanted to be present in every moment and experience life fully. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. See you in the next video.